1, 2, you hear the clock ticking, tick tock. You about to stop living, tick tock. I want you to remember me, tick tock. But the dead don't have no memory. I'm coming. Nobody can stop me, nobody can hold me, nobody control me. I'm coming. I'm here to do my thing. I'm here to bring the pain. I'm never ever gonna change. I'm coming.
Hey folks, Evil DM here, back with another episode of Idols and Efreeti's Advanced Dungeons & Dragons First Edition channel? I don't know. Anyway, I am the Evil DM, Vince, and this week I'm going to be talking a little bit about creating a tavern and my method of doing it, and it's pretty much really simple, but I had a couple questions on how I do it. The first step that I like to do is I like to go on Google, and I like to Google tavern maps. That's the first thing I'll do is I'll go to Google and I'll find something. I'll put in tavern map, tavern layouts for D&D, and then there's a whole plethora of different maps out there that'll fit your needs. Once you find what you like, which is example right here by the copyright on it is mstephenjoy.com. He's a wonderful map making artist, and I'm not selling this, so it's okay to use in my campaign, and I don't think the author really would mind because it's using for personal private use, and I'm just using this for my game, for example. But I've gone ahead and I've named the tavern the Golden Fox Tavern and Inn, and I kind of just randomly do that by taking a color and maybe like an animal and a description of that, or maybe a weapon and the description of the weapon, and put those as the symbol outside the tavern so the players have a little flavor when going into it. When describing the tavern, a couple of things you're going to want to have listed here is definitely the owners. You're going to want to who are the owners' names, who are the people running the establishment. In this one, I got two dwarven characters named Thunda and Stavers Rockthorn. They are the owners of the tavern. They're the ones that run this small little tavern, as you see here. And it's also an inn because it does have some beds here for some just small room areas. And we have a little barn area for horses and things like that. And a storage facility outside. So you're going to want to probably get a little description going. Like the tavern is a small one, almost resembling a large house, set off to the side of a town with some nice trees surrounding the area. So basically I'm getting this by looking at this picture. There's some small trees there. There's, it looks like a little small house. Maybe it's kind of like a bed and breakfast vibe going on there. There's a storage house right outside along the place you'd keep your horse and cart. The owners converted their house into a tavern, and you can tell this place screams small business that cares. Little descriptions like this do help players get into the mood, and their characters can kind of visualize, the players can visualize it for their characters. The interior of the tavern, which is also important, and I wouldn't suggest doing this, but I'm going to stop here for a moment. I wouldn't suggest doing this for every single tavern. I would suggest doing this for a tavern that you're going to be using as like a base of operations, or that the characters will be coming back to this town and this tavern often. If they're not, then you can do probably half this and not worry about it. But the interior of the tavern, when you walk in the main room with 3 large tables and a few random chairs scattered about, those who want to sit by themselves. That's kind of important to some characters. That's why I've included it. The main room is dimly lit in the evening, and in the evening hours is normally some type of entertainment, be it traveling bard or someone recited spoken word. It's happening. From the main room, there's a door that leads into the kitchen where Thunda cooks the specials of the day of the menu. Opposite of the kitchen is a hallway that leads down to the guest room where there are 6 rooms in total. Notice that I'm just basically kind of describing it as I'm seeing it. Of which the 6 rooms in total. Some of them are private rooms with a large bed. Others are more of a room to share with somebody else. The fee for this room is 5 gold pieces a night. The smaller bedroom is 1 gold piece a night. The common share room is 5 silver a night. Each private room comes with a small chest to keep your belongings in, and each room has its own key to safely lock things up. The menu, which is also kind of important because I know a lot of people like to sit down and have their little meal and role play with each other, which is very much encouraged when I do it in my games. But the menu changes every once in a while to keep things fresh and original. Tonight, here are pretty much the menu that you get. You can print this out for the players and, based on gold pieces. Now, I did not create this myself. I actually had gone to a website to generate menus and stuff like that. And that is here at inkwellideas.com/free-tool/random-menu. And you can basically decide, random, cheap, menu variety, average, has fantasy foods, yes, submit, and then it'll generate a little menu for you right here. So, and they also have some floor plans and everything here as well, which I didn't realize because the last time I've been here, it didn't have that. But it has your menu here. That's how you get that much done on there. Also, you're going to want to include probably some type of rumors in there if you want your campaign to kick off. Maybe just some distractions, some side adventures. You also want to fill your tavern with some patrons as well to give it some flavor. So you're going to want to just grab a random NPC generator and make up, the staff, the waitress running around, the waiter running around, maybe the usual town drunks in there, maybe the sheriff's in there on his lunch break, things like that to add a little flavor in there, people to interact with. Maybe there's a halfling in there that's picking pockets at the time, things like that. I always like to add these little flavors in so players aren't just bored and it's not just background scenery. So I just threw down some quick things here. The priest of the temple knows everyone's secret in town. They could run this place for all I know is one of the rumors they hear. Things like that help add a little flavor, and maybe it may mean nothing. It may be false, but it's something that if you're the type of DM that likes to run on the fly or react like I do, reactionary DMing, sometimes you can throw these little rumors out and players will be like, that sounds interesting. And then from there, it can be in a whole entire gaming session of you just rolling with whatever rumor that you just randomly decided to make. And then sometimes it doesn't work. But that's really all you need for a tavern. And I know this is just a quick video. I'm trying to do some quick videos every day for everyone out there. If it's your first time here, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Comment below what you do for your taverns. Do you go into this much detail or are you just kind of meh, fluff it, and that's the end of it? I'd like to know. Don't forget to subscribe and that bell notification for each video. And keep it original, keep it old school, and good night, everybody.